Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. Invariably, if I see a film advertised that critics love, if it's advertised as critics can't get enough or critics were blown away, I know I'm going to hate it. Because they are always, without doubt, those types of films are the ones, you know, critics love them. They're the feel-good film of the summer, the feel-good film of the winter, the feel-good film of whatever. Critics love it. Critics can't get enough of it. Critics said it's a really powerful film. I'm probably going to really dislike this film. I can almost guarantee I'm really going to dislike it, so I'm going to find it slow, dull, tedious, and I'm really not going to enjoy it at all. Am I alone in that? Am I alone? Is there anybody else that feels the same way as me, that if the critics have said they love it, it's probably not going to be something that you want to watch? Because I get that feeling quite frequently. Right, I'm going to get you going in the next field a minute, and then we'll go back and we will finish doing our rolling of the clamp. But I'm just going to top this one up first. We'll go all the way back to a full tanker load. And then we can, so we go into here. We've got 23,000 litres of slurry left. We might have enough to be able to actually spread all of our grass. The cattle, the numbers are slowly increasing. I mean, they're not, it's not, you know, breaking any records, but they are doing it slowly. They're getting there, so we're likely to end up with some reasonable numbers. I mean, yes, we will probably end up just sort of helping them along a little bit and boosting their numbers artificially by going and buying another couple of hundred cows, but we won't do that just yet. We will leave it a bit before we go buying another couple hundred. So I'm going to bring you in over here like this, and we're going to go whizzing up across the field just here. And I'll do a round around the outside, and then we'll start working from the river end of the field. I'm just a little bit too far over. I'm leaving tiny, tiny little specks on the edge of this field. Not enough to cause us any concern. Not really, but it was sort of pushing it a bit there for what we could reach. So now we'll come down this way. At least we can spread at a reasonable speed with this one. You know, spreading like the 10k, don't get me wrong, it's nice to be able to do that, but it's the kind of thing I would do if I was playing on my own. Like, if I'm doing this and also trying to make a video that's at least a little bit interesting to watch, I can't imagine that anybody's going to want to watch me spread the entire field at just 10k and keep it going along like that. So that's why I really, really love this mod and just being able to speed it up a little bit. I mean, to be fair, on small fields, on a small farm, I like, if I'm playing on my own, I kind of like to just have the standard machinery as it is. But as soon as my farm starts growing a little bit, I'm looking at ways to speed things up, because I don't want to, if I'm going to play, I'll play for like half an hour, maybe an hour. I don't want to spend that entire time doing one job where, you know, you've decided that you're going to use slurry and you're going to do slurry spreading on the farm. I don't want to spend the whole time that I'm playing just doing the slurry spreading and then walk away from it knowing that I'm not even halfway through the job. Right? I find that to be really, really depressing. It's not something I like to feel like if I'm gonna do it, I want to walk away feeling like I've at least accomplished something, and I never get that sensation of accomplishment if I'm walking away from, you know, my slurry spreading is only halfway finished or the harvest isn't finished, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's generally why I start speeding things up. That's why I get the mods that speed everything up and move things along a little bit, just to try and avoid that feeling of infinite disappointment. Now we're going to have a look over here. So we've got one field finished up there. We've got another one that is just about to finish over this side. Yep, all done. Everything's looking good. He's right up to the edge. We couldn't ask for better. We could not ask for better. Now, this one... Where's the hitch on this one? Oh, it's over that side. Right. So I want to bring that one out over there, and then I want to unfold it like that, and then lower it down there, and then we can spin round like this, and we can hook that one on. I absolutely love this. Like, I really genuinely do love the fact that we can hitch and unhitch like this. You bring it back round like that, and then carry on with like, it doesn't sort of fold it up like the other ones do. There's so many of them that just like fold it right up into the air, whereas this one, it doesn't bother with any of that. It just says, you know what, we're not going to put in a whole load of fancy folding and frames and angles and extra joints and stuff. We'll chuck on another hitch on the other side, and you can drag it sideways, because why not? And it makes perfect sense. I mean, it works. Look at this. It's all hooked out onto the side. It's absolutely perfect. Now, we are going to be planting next on our list. Actually, I need to... Yeah, we want to have that one selected. So I want to go... Oh, that's the wrong button. There. Sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet. Sugar beet is going to be the next crop that we're planting, and it is actually going to be planted with these bad boys right here. So we don't need to lease anything special to get the sugar beet planted like we did with the potatoes. We're just going to need to use these. The only thing that we're going to be leasing is going to be the... So let's go up to this one. You know what? We'll get that one in a minute. We will go back over here, and we'll go to this one, and we'll get this one working in the field again. The only thing that I'm going to back this one round this time. The only thing that we're going to be leasing this time round is going to be the sugar beet harvesters. And hopefully at some point we will be able to buy our own sugar beet harvesters and potato harvesters and so on, and then we won't have to lease those anymore either. And that will be the end of any leasing that we do on this series. Because I like leasing stuff. I love the fact that we've got the ability to lease stuff. I think it's amazing, but I do prefer the... ever so slight, it's not a big challenge, not really, but I do prefer the slight challenge of saying, no leasing, we got to buy all of the machinery that we can have. We're not getting any leasing at all. So let's just bring you in there, and I'll start you off. I know it's overlapping a little bit down through there, and a fair chunk of it actually, but it's fine. We'll leave that. And we will go back to our silage. I do want to do one thing, because I borrowed a little bit of money when I went and built the barn down here. Not here. Built the barn down here. It was pointed out that the money that it cost me to build that is the money that I got back from selling the stuff down there, the hay that we sold there. Yes, that was once, the one-off that we did that. But... And also, I want to visit this one, and then I want to... come out like this, and I want to tag it. Tag place. And that will give us a beat. And it's right here in front of the shed. There's the tag that was there, and we didn't get any kind of sale point there. So that sale point is broken, and I think that is something that was updated on the map. But I've said before why I don't really want to update anything, just in case it breaks something. So the money that we spent to build this, we basically just earned that back through selling our hay, and we didn't really get anything else. So what was the point? Because now we've got it. At that bale sales point, we've now got it so that in future we'll be able to make a bit of profit out of it. At least that's what I'm hoping. So I have got currently a loan of 80 grand, and I've got 50 grand in the kitty. So I'm going to repay everything that I can, so that leaves us with 30,000. So I've repaid every penny that I can. We're going to do a little bit more rolling backwards and forwards. That slurry tanker is on 40%. That's going to be the last job to do. Let's finish that off. I mean, we've got to put the combines away. And we're going to have to put the seed drill away. So we've got a little bit extra. We don't have lots of silage here, do we? I know that I've said that the next field I want to buy is the new arable field. I am actually wondering if maybe we should buy another grass field and focus on that for a bit instead of focusing on the arable, because, I mean, we've done an awful lot of arable, haven't we? Right, well, anyway, we have rolled at the clamp, so if I just move the tractor off out of the way, let's have a look and see if we can sheet this clamp down. Blanket silo. There we go. Nice! Right, ladies and gentlemen, can I get up on this wall? I like to be able to climb on top of the wall. I don't think I can even stand on this wall. Am I going to be able to do this? I can walk along this fence here. Parkour in Farming Simulator is... There we go. Right, there is our epic silage clamp looking good. Okay, we've had a good look at the epic silage clamp. Let's go and have a look at the epic slurry tanker over here. It's just started there. Looking at how much he's done, we'll need probably 2 more full loads in order to finish this field. Whether or not we're gonna... I don't think we've got 2 full loads in the tank over here. I think we've got 1.5 loads. So we may have to just hook up the other one, the what do you call it, the manure spreader, and we may have to do a little bit with that. Either that, or we just don't hook anything up. Yeah, we've barely got a tanker and a half in here. So we might decide then, rather than using the manure, we could decide that we've actually got a contract for that to be used elsewhere, and so that will get sold instead of being used on the fields, and we only put slurry on the fields. I mean, that is a possibility, but I'm kind of thinking that seems daft to me. That does seem a bit daft, especially as we're doing organic farming. Well, organic cattle, at least. We're not doing organic arable farming, but we are doing organic animals. And before someone tells me that that doesn't happen, it's either organic or it's not, yeah, you might want to think twice about that particular statement, because I spent some time working on an estate, and the arable land that they had the estate divided into 2 sections. It was so you had large areas that were for sheep and for beef, and that was all done 100% organic, fully certified, everything. It had all the tickets, everything that you could possibly hope for. And then the rest of the land was arable, and that was just done as standard with all the normal fertilizers, herbicides, fungicides, pesticides, everything. All of it, all the sprays, the fertilizers, everything. It was all just standard farming. So you had the standard, arable, and then all the livestock areas. Those were all completely and fully organic. So don't attempt to tell me, well, you can attempt all you like, but telling me that that's not realistic and it wouldn't happen in real life, yeah, sorry, I'm not going to buy into that, considering that the farm I actually worked on did used to do that. So I'm kind of going to make this farm a bit like the farm I worked on, less the sheep. I'm not going to do sheep on this. I'm not going to bother with sheep on this map. We may bother with sheep at some other point. The Alps in FS22, I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that yet. I'm kind of thinking that we'll have a series that's a bit like this, where we don't care about complete realism, and then we'll have a hardcore series where we only use examples of real life stuff. The mixture of arable and the mixture of arable and farming, organic and non-organic on here, it doesn't really matter if it's realistic or otherwise, because it's not like we're doing everything else realistic on here, does it? So we could sort of put that argument forward. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do is, let's have this one here. The hitch is out on that side. So if I bring this machine over like that there, and then we'll unfold it and we'll lower it down right here. There we go. And then that one can be brought round. We hitch in and we'll go and take this one and put this one back in shed. And then we need to move the 2 combines. They've got to go back. The next crop is obviously going to be corn, so they're going to have different headers on them for the next crop. And then after that, they're going to be parked up in the shed for the following harvest, because that's going to be a root crop harvest. It's going to be our sugar beet. It's going to be rushing backwards and forwards. So we're going whizzing on around here. And I also need to get the new tractor with the forage wagon back down here as well. Oh, before I do that, though, we want to check the whole silage. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that one up there. Because the silage, once the silage is done, I don't know if it can carry, ready, the silage when it's ready. Don't know if it can do that. So we'll be able to, we can find out if it will take the straw and if it will take the silage. So you can stay there, and then I need to go over to this one. Half a tank left. I think it needs a full tanker load to be able to finish this. We could just creep this along a little bit, I think. I think we could get away with creeping this along a little bit. If we say run this until 3 o'clock... I'm hoping that won't have caused a growth stage on the grass by 3 o'clock. But it will have given us a little bit of extra slurry. And it really bugs me that there's a tiny little patch right there of grass that hasn't been properly planted. When we come back up this way with a seed drill, I will plant that little tiny bit, I think. Now, if we go and have a look in here. So it's half past 3 at all. It's half past 1. Half past 1... And we've got the slurry. We're now on 4,200 litres. Straw is dropping down. We're on 57 cows. We've got another cow in 5 hours' time. And we are 2 o'clock at the moment. So we're just going to sit and wait for another hour. That ought to do it. What do we got now? 5,000. Still not breaking any records, but that is going to be a step closer towards getting all of the slurry spread on that field out there. So I'm going to go on round this way again. And I still think we're going to end up having to hook up the manure spreader. I mean, I'll see how much is left. If it's just like one little strip, I might not bother. Because it doesn't really seem like it's worth all the effort, to be honest. I don't know. I don't even know. I also don't remember which way round I was facing when I finished. I think I wanted to actually approach the field from the other side, not this side. If I remember correctly. I can always do it from the top here. So where were we? Yeah, we were over there. I mean, I could always go... No. I'll bring it down to here. We'll run it down to this bit. Like that. And I'll bring you along like that. And then I will press H right there and already start overlapping some of it. And off you trot. Hopefully you will get most of that field covered. We've already had a growth stage on the corn here. We haven't on the grass, but we have on the corn. See, the grass is still on the freshly cut stage, whereas the corn has grown by 1 stage. But I don't need to put fertilizer on any of the field. We go up here. Let's get rid of those 2 notifications. No, we already fertilized the field, so we don't need to do anything on there. We've just got that bit up there on that one. You 2 are done. So I want to have this one here, and I want to take it over and load up some straw in that storage over there and see if we can put a full trailer load of straw into the feeder there. We've also got, I noticed... straw, well, it says straw pellets, but it's actually just straw. We need to put some more in for the cows themselves. They're running a little bit low on straw as well, so we need to be able to load both of these. So we bring you over this side like this. We will undo that one. And can we fit in through here? We'll take this side one first, because it's actually easier to get into this one. And I'm pretty sure that oh yeah, we got plenty of room. They were separate, weren't they? So we park under here, and then I go like that. So we got chaff, we got 216,000 litres of straw in here, we got nothing else. Okay. That did say silage then, didn't it? I think it did, which means that we should be alright for silage. So I'm going to take everything out of here. It's going to be this full trailer load. Let's back up a bit. At least it unloads nice and quick. There, like that. Take everything out of that one. If I leave you going, Okay, so we've got this much of a strip, which is basically going to be a spreader load. That's a spreader load from our other spreader. I think I'm going to do it. I think I am going to get the other spreader hooked on, and we're going to do this last little bit. So if I just do that right there, that one's emptied out now. And then we will go and get the actual manure spreader, and we will spread the little bit on the field that we still need to do, so that is all fully spread. Then we can come back and get that bit of straw. We want to tip some straw in for the cows. Hopefully I've left enough room there on the side. I didn't actually think about that when I was loading that thing up. That was not something that I considered, which was a little bit daft on my part. In like that there, and then bring you over this side and lower that weight down. Right, because what we got to do is we got to hook on. Not only have we got to hook on this spreader, we've then got to hook that one on front. And I'm going to leave that one there at the clamp, at the manure clamp, rather than trying to take it with me. So we go right on round like this. And we hook you onto the front. Yeah, right. So he's already loaded a bit into there. And all I need to do is just start this one up. And I'll lower it down like that. I don't even need to move it. Just going to sit right there, and he's already in the right place to do all of this. And right, rather than what I'm concerned about with this one is that I'm going to drive past with a trailer, and it's going to go and chuck manure into it. So if I do this before I unhitch it, like that, then I don't need to worry about it, because I don't think that we're going to use any more than this one load here on the field. So I'm actually just going to go and get our front weight back on. I'm fairly confident with this, which is why I'm putting the front weight back on. And we can go and take this one away. Now, eventually, I'd like to be using... Well, we're going to be... Like, slurry is definitely one thing that we want to do. But I want to use that giant brochard tractor... not tractor, muck spreader. I've not used that one yet in any series. And I think it would just be really cool. Like, that monstrous great big spreader, I think it would be absolutely awesome to go and use that. It really would. I think it would be absolutely fantastic to go and use that. So let's bring you over this way. I don't know how wide a spread you are on here, so I'm going to do it. You're actually the same spreader width as the slurry tanker, which is very, very convenient, actually. So you carry on here. Let's just get a little bit of a zoom in on there, and we'll watch you start working your way up across the field on this side over here. That's looking good, that is. There we go, with our little muck spreader charging away up across the fields. Look at that. That's fantastic. I'm not going to go and put the combines away, but I kind of want to watch this, because we're not going to be doing anywhere near as much muck spreading as we are going to be doing slurry spreading, so I kind of want to just see this one in action a little bit. We've only got one more pass across the field, and then we can worry about putting the combines away when the crops are ripening. And we're not going to worry about putting the forage wagon away at the moment anyway, because we want that one up here. We will load the silage into it. So we've got all the silage in the clamp. What I've decided that I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the silage that's in the clamp straight into the forage wagon, and then I will tip that into the mix feeder. So I've got everything done in there. That's all of it. So we can fold this one back up again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to the farm, and I'm going to take the front weight off. I'll put the other one on. The what do you call thing over there? The mill. That's what it is. It's a mill, isn't it? The mill blower type thing. I'll put that one on. So I'm just going to drop the front weight off a second. And I'm going to put that one on, and I'm going to unfold it, and I'm going to drop that little bit of manure into the manure spreader that we've got right here. And That way, we're going to be able to make sure that one is clean and ready for blowing the silage through. I mean, obviously, we don't have a pressure washer over here, and I'm not going to worry about that. But we're just going to say that, yes, we are doing the job properly. So if I unfold that one there like that, it will unfold, auto-adjust, and dump everything in there like that. So now I can fold it back up again. It's now no longer got a load of manure inside it, and okay, I probably should have lowered it down first, but never mind. Then I can go and put it away. I'm going to get that front weight back on. There isn't a lot else that we're going to want to do here until, you know, I didn't actually need to go and put that front weight back on, because the next job we'll be doing over here is we're going back into mowing again, and we'll be doing hay this time round. We've done... we did just plain grass... Oops, I want to do that. I want to do that. We did just plain grass last time. And we ended up with, so we put a little bit of the plain grass just to sort of seed this mixer over here. We put a little bit into there to do it like that, purely just to keep the thing running, or at least to be able to start the thing running. But I'm not going to be doing that again. I don't want to be putting plain grass in there. I'm going to have it so that, I'm going to have it so that we've got... I suppose I should really go the other way. Oh no, we've got just enough room to run in around there. We're going to be putting hay into this machine rather than putting plain grass into it, because it doesn't seem right putting the grass into it. Now, to tip straw in here, we're going to have to bring our machine over here. Because of how I set this one, I gave us a bit of space on this side because I thought it'd be better for accessing the slurry, but what I didn't think through properly was tipping in... Yeah, I really didn't think this through, did I? That's not giving me a tip option. I'm really hoping that I don't have to go and move anything. I can bring it... I suppose actually I can just bring it down this way. We'll just have to reverse it in here. But I really didn't think this through, did I? Oh well. We know that it'll fit. We know that we can squeeze the stuff in here like this. So it will fit. I can just reverse that one in. Maybe we'll eventually dig a little bit out on the bank or something like that. So I'm going to put in all of the straw that I can right there. Just because I want everything out on that side, into the cattle that we can get. We want them to be as comfortable as possible, so they are now as comfortable as they can possibly be. They've got a decent thick bed of straw in there, and then we can unload straw into this one. And at the same time, I'm going to start fast forwarding time a little bit as well, because we've got nothing else that we need over this side. We just kind of got to wait for the silage, and that's going to be tomorrow morning. So while I'm waiting for silage, let's pick you up. You're going to want to go... No, I'm going to need to be unhitching these. So if I bring it round that way like that, and then unfold this one. He will go there. I can then lower it down. We can hitch it in, and we can tow that one on back to the shed. I'll keep the time. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.